Nice to see you again. Hope you enjoyed your Yep. Okay, thank you. All right.
Thank you very much.
Excellencies, distinguished members of the Philippine and United Kingdom delegations, good afternoon, and welcome to this joint press conference by the Honorable Secretary for Foreign Affairs, Enrique in Manalo, and the Right Honorable David Lammy, MP, Secretary of State for Foreign, Commonwealth, and Development Affairs. Today's press engagement will have two parts, a signing ceremony followed by the press conference. As our ministers and secretary are all on the table, may I request the protocol officer to assist for the signing of the joint framework for the Philippine-UK Enhanced Partnership. Launched on 5 November 2021, the Philippines-UK Enhanced Partnership is anchored on 5 pillars: political, economic, consular, climate change, and defense. In 2023, the Philippines and the United Kingdom expressed joint intent for elevating bilateral UK-Philippines relationship to a joint framework that will set out how they will collectively deliver on the vision of the Enhanced Partnership. The Enhanced Partnership joint framework will be driven by specific sectoral dialogues and overseen by the strategic dialogue. There are currently 5 sectoral dialogues on defense, maritime, science and technology, climate and environment, economic and trade. The sectoral dialogues and strategic dialogue will track progress against jointly decided priorities and actions, promote accountability and lessons learned, and enable the exchange of views and emerging issues and ideas and needs. Thank you, Secretary. Thank you, Foreign Minister Lammy.
Right Honorable David Lammy, delegates from the UK Foreign, Commonwealth, and Development Office, colleagues from the Department of Foreign Affairs, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Following our brief yet insightful meeting at the Munich Security Conference and my recent visit to London, I'm again pleased to welcome UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy and welcome him to Manila. In less than a year, Secretary Lammy and I have met actually 3 times. First, the ASEAN Ministers meeting in July last year in Lao PDR, then in Munich last month, and today in the Philippines. Our continued high-level engagements demonstrate firm commitment to reinforcing the enhanced partnership between our countries now and in the years to come. The Philippines' enhanced partnership with the UK is an inspired testament to the strong and deep formal, sectoral, and people-to-people relations between the Philippines and the United Kingdom. And we resolve to take this commitment further with the signing today of the Philippines-UK joint framework that is envisioned to chart the depth and direction of our enhanced partnership across various areas in the years ahead. Since we launched our enhanced partnership in 2021, our 2 countries have seen impressive growth in our economic links, with our total bilateral trade reaching £2.9 billion in recent years. The UK also remains among the Philippines' top investment partners, with companies such as Unilever, Shell, HSBC, Standard Chartered, and AstraZeneca aiding our country's economic vibrancy and growth. We anticipate the continuous growth of UK investments in the country, especially in renewable energy, with recent investments from the United Kingdom on solar power projects amounting to more than $600 million US. We are committed to maximize the potential of partnership with the United Kingdom on offshore wind farms in the country. Today, Secretary Lammy and I agreed to sustain cooperation on matters of mutual concern such as defense, security, human rights, maritime, and economic resilience. We are working on a number of proposed agreements, such as an implementing arrangement under our 2024 MOU on defense cooperation and an MOU on information sharing concerning improving our maritime domain awareness. Recognizing the gains of both the Philippines and the United Kingdom, we agreed to continue participation and exchanges in joint military exercises and maritime patrols, as well as port calls of British naval vessels. Last year, we welcomed the 2 visits of the HMS Spey, of offshore patrol vessel of the Royal Navy. We're also set to launch the inaugural Philippine-UK Joint Economic Committee, or JETCO, meeting in London later this month, thereby upgrading our dialogue on economic cooperation. JETCO also aims to further develop cooperation in key areas such as infrastructure development, agriculture, and energy, including renewables. On climate change financing strategy, we are negotiating an MOU on financing of climate change adaptation and resilience projects that may also involve local governments and business communities. We thank the United Kingdom for its humanitarian support, amounting to a pledge of £1 million for the Philippines' response to the various typhoons that hit the country last year. And we have also remained dedicated partners in bringing sustained peace and development in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. The United Kingdom's programs in BARM focus on gender and development, women's participation in social development, and institution building. Under the framework we signed today, we will build on these achievements and pursue new engagements with the United Kingdom to set the stage for wider, deeper, and practical ways forward that benefit our countries as much as our region. And later this year, we will also hold the next iteration of our sectoral dialogue mechanisms of defense, maritime, and climate and environment, and possibly conclude various agreements in defense and security, ICT, maritime, and financial cooperation. The proposed Philippine-UK agreement on financial cooperation will particularly unlock a £5.2 billion credit facility for the Philippines through the UK Export Finance on 15 key sectors, including agriculture, transportation, ICT, water sanitation, and health. Our meeting today and the signing of the joint framework of the Philippine-UK Enhanced Partnership also set in motion parallel preparations to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the establishment of Philippine-UK diplomatic relations next year in 2026. Secretary Lammy and I also took the opportunity to exchange views on many regional and global issues, determined to find more common ground in emphasizing our commitment to democracy, international law, and a rules-based international order. I expressed the Philippines' appreciation for the United Kingdom's firm support of a free, peaceful, and prosperous Indo-Pacific region, and we welcome the United Kingdom's Indo-Pacific approach towards a more deliberate engagement in the region, including with the Philippines. And we are as invested as the United Kingdom and other friends and partners in making the Indo-Pacific a region, an engine of growth and prosperity. So we look forward to our future engagements with the United Kingdom under our enhanced partnership and in preparations for the celebration of our 80th anniversary of official relations. So again, let me thank Foreign Secretary Lammy for his visit to the Philippines, providing yet again a strong statement of commitment to our shared values and adding momentum to our robust bilateral cooperation. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, Secretary.
As the United Kingdom and the Philippines begin to commemorate 80 years of our relationship, let me say how wonderful it is for me to be back in the Philippines again after a 23-year absence. I promise I will be back a lot sooner than that. Our two island nations, both maritime nations, enjoy the sturdiest and the best built of relationships, like a sturdy ship, like the Coast Guard ship that I was on today with your wonderful, wonderful Coast Guard staff. We are countries that are committed to international law. We are countries that are committed to the rules-based order. We are countries that take our obligations under the UN Charter seriously. And that is why we have stood together in supporting Ukraine and supporting a free and open Indo-Pacific, understanding that the Euro-Atlantic arena and the Indo-Pacific arena are indivisible. We both benefit from our economic links, and it is wonderful that the UK is amongst the highest foreign direct investors here last year. We are very proud of that, and let that be the floor of our relationship, not the ceiling, in the years ahead. And we both want to tackle the climate and nature crisis. We looked with huge alarm at the weather patterns, the typhoons that have swept across the Philippine Islands over this, the end of last year. And we want to support you as you protect your marine diversity and as you make your just transition. And for all of those reasons, I was very pleased to agree to our further commitment to funds to support that endeavour. Today, we're charting a new course for our relationship amidst a lot of global volatility. And we must strengthen ties with like-minded partners like the Philippines. For me to come to the Philippines off the back of a trip that I made to Japan, to come to countries where we see the world through the same eyes, we're aligned in our approach, there is so much that we can continue to do together. This joint framework will help us deliver more cooperation on defence and regional security, on trade, on science, on tech, on climate and nature over this coming period. And we look forward to closer cooperation in ASEAN too. I was at the ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting in my first month in office, and Manila's 2026 chairmanship coincides with the 5th anniversary of our dialogue partnership, and we look forward to deepening that partnership more and celebrating both the 80th year of our relationship and that 5th anniversary of our dialogue partnership with you over this coming period. And of course, it's been very important to see UK export finance utilised here in the Philippines to the tune of £5.2 billion. That is the depth of our relationship. It's been so important to be here in situ. It's wonderful to have had a good conversation about a range of geopolitical issues on which we agree. And I thank you very much for your hospitality and look forward to our future relationship.
Thank you, Secretary Lammy. Thank you, Secretary, for the readout of the statements. This concludes our joint press conference. We thank everyone for joining us this Saturday. We wish the British delegation, the UK delegation, productive meetings in Manila and safe travel back to UK. Good afternoon to all.
Thank you.
Chicken.
Thank you.